Canelo Alvarez wants Gennady Golovkin to man up and accept his loss in the rematch. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Shout out to the channel members. I got a lot in store for you guys. Just wait. Now, Canelo Alvarez, he's gearing up for his fight this weekend. The weigh-in's going to be on in a few hours. And he spoke with CBS Sports regarding Triple G, and he says basically Triple G needs to man up, accept defeat despite how hard it is. Canelo says this, and I quote, "Golovkin, he will keep talking, and the answers were clear after the fight," referring to the rematch. His trainer even recognized it, but always they will keep talking and they will never accept the loss, especially because it was his first loss. Look, I know it's tough, I understand, but he also has to understand how the fight went. He needs to see it himself and see how he lost. And the trainer said it too. And he needs to accept it as a man and accept the loss. They characterized themselves before the last fight as people who will talk and they will keep talking, right? Canelo goes on to say he doesn't know where Golovkin's going. No, I don't know. Like what network he's going to. I heard it's DAZN. I made a video about it. Check that out. Canelo continues by saying, I have no idea what he's doing or what he will do in his career, but I'm 100% focused on Rocky Fielding. We have had 2 good fights, so why not a third? But I'm focused right now on my fight, and there have been no talks, no nothing. He has been on his side, and I've been on my side, but I'm here, and I have this challenge before me. So, you know, in layman's terms, Canelo's saying, I got business to take care of, but, you know, I'll welcome a third fight. Golovkin got to man up, Jake. Yeah, man up, Jake, and take the loss. You know, actually, you know, I applaud Canelo for being, you know, so young and an ambassador for this sport and being mature like he is. And I agree with him here. I think Canelo won the fight and he deserves credit. You know, he deserves credit for, he basically did a 180. You know, the first fight versus the second fight. He fought off the back foot in the first fight and was countering and, you know, fighting off the ropes a lot. Then he minimized fighting off the ropes in the second fight, and he was the aggressor early. And for most of the fight, pushing Golovkin back. Golovkin does what he normally does when he gets in that predicament, which is to jab, you know, jab. If he can't bully you, then he'll jab. You know, it's that simple. He has a very good jab, but you don't really see hooks and vicious uppercuts and combinations, and you don't really see much punch variety, and you don't really see like risky punches, you know, like you don't really, it's just basic, you know, he's just doing basic things. He never, like, it's hard to explain, but my favorite fighter is Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones would get creative, like when he's fighting Vinny Pazienza, watch that fight. Montel Griffin rematch, watch that fight. Like he's lunging from 3 feet out and landing like uppercuts where he comes up from real low, like, you know, below his waist all the way up with the uppercut. Just, you know, crazy stuff. You don't really see Golovkin, and it's probably because I don't think Golovkin's really the most athletic guy, you know, and it takes a certain level of athleticism and it just takes a level of finesse, you know, to do that. And I don't think that's Golovkin's style, so he doesn't even attempt, you know. If he can Marco Antonio Rubio you, then he'll do that. You know, treat you like Macklin, he'll do that. But if you have possessed power and like a ring IQ, and you know, he has to be mindful of your punching power and your countering and stuff, you see a different Golovkin, i.e. Daniel Jacobs and the Canelo fights. So, you know, I agree with Canelo. I think Golovkin, I don't like seeing fighters when they, like when Kovalev lost to Andre Ward, I thought he took the loss extremely hard. Like he was blaming everybody but himself, you know, his trainer, I overtrain, I train too hard. I undertrain. You know, he's just saying different stuff. Oh, son of judges, Tony Weeks did it. The ref, you know, the crowd was against me. It's because I fought in Vegas, you know, right next to Oakland. You know, it's just nonstop excuses. So I don't like to see that. So, you know, Triple G, I feel like to overcome a loss, you have to accept it first. If you don't think you did nothing wrong, then how can you improve? You know, so hopefully Triple G comes correct and makes the adjustments, which we don't know because he said the first fight he won and then he looked considerably worse in the rematch. So we didn't really see much in terms of adjustments. I mean, I give credit to Triple G. He showed heart because, you know, it was looking like Triple G was going to get stopped in the first fight. I mean, the second fight in the, you know, first 7-8 rounds. But he showed some heart and stung Canelo towards the end, you know, and that kind of saved his performance. But, you know, I don't know. It's like you can't teach a old dog new tricks. I don't really know what he's going to do different unless he, I don't know, just comes out with a level of aggression that Canelo's not expecting and clips him. You know, it's going to be hard. Canelo has more skill. I think that's been proven in the 2 fights. Canelo's just overall faster, ring IQ, faster, like everything, you know, processing, faster hands, stuff like that. So, De La Hoya thinks Golovkin gets knocked out in a rematch. It remains to be seen, but it looks like they're on the collision course to rematch at some point. I prefer to see other fights first, like the Charlos get in the mix, Danny Jacobs get a shot at Canelo, you know, Andre, stuff like that. But you know how boxing is. Let me know what you guys think. Does Golovkin need a man up? Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.